in Washington for us. And Alistair, two things just leapt out to me there, particularly at the tail end of what we were hearing from President Biden. Well, first, earlier on, he made it clear that he would, the Americans would replenish the Iron Dome system that has been so successful in stopping practically all of those Hamas missiles getting through. But then on top of that, he talked about dealing directly with the Palestinian Authority, not Hamas, to continue this fight to stop Hamas from rearming. I mean, the US government is clearly not stepping away from the Israelis at all, if anything, getting slightly closer.
No, and don't forget, Hamas is a designated terrorist organisation by many governments, including the US and the UK. But the problem, of course, for President Biden and the Israelis and anyone else who wants to pursue that line is that Gaza is controlled by Hamas at the moment, whereas their political rivals, Fatah, are in control of the West Bank. So therein lies a political problem at the moment. And I think that Hamas will feel that out of these last week plus of hostilities, they will have come across to the Palestinian people as though they are their defenders, as opposed to Fatah, who have been rather more quiet. But that is the very complex domestic politics within the Palestinian territories. As for the ceasefire itself, due to kick in about 50 minutes' time, I think, if my calculation of time differences between Washington, London and Israel are correct. Nevertheless, as we predicted, and as is often the case, although we are very close, within minutes now of a ceasefire, there are still rockets being fired, by all accounts, from both sides, as each side tries to have the final word. But the diplomatic efforts that have been going on really ever since conflict broke out between the two sides have finally yielded some success. Everybody from the Israelis to the White House giving credit to the Egyptians for again helping broker some sort of truce between the two sides. I think it's the fourth time that the Egyptians have done this in just over 10 years, which gives you some indication as to how cyclical this violence is. But certainly President Biden has somewhat changed his tune a bit. He has stayed by his ally, by America's ally, Israel. But from originally saying that he respected Israel's right to defend itself, he did change his tone somewhat yesterday when he said he expected a swift ceasefire, and he'll be pleased that that has now come to pass.
Alistair, thank you.